Episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again. Season 2 just dropped, and this is the one that changes everything. We are one episode away from the season finale, and after watching The Hateful Darkness, I can tell you right now, this show is about to explode. This episode is titled The Hateful Darkness, and that title is perfect, because in this episode, every single character is operating in the darkest place they have ever been. Fisk has lost Vanessa. Karen is in prison. Matt Murdock is a fugitive. And the entire city of New York is on the edge of total chaos. Let me break down everything that happened. Every major moment, every shocking twist, every hidden detail. And what it all means for the season finale next week. We start the episode in the aftermath of the City Hall riot. Wilson Fisk, the kingpin, has just lost his wife Vanessa. And a Fisk without Vanessa is the most dangerous version of Fisk we have ever seen. He has nothing left to lose. No love, no anchor, no reason to hold back. The dead rose on Vanessa's side of the bed says it all. The one thing that made Fisk human is gone. Fisk immediately goes to visit Karen Page in her prison cell, and this scene is absolutely chilling. He monologues about order and law while physically choking Karen. But here is what makes Karen Page so extraordinary this season. She does not flinch, not even for a second. She stares Fisk down and tells him he went too far, and that the city knows it. Fisk is used to fear. He is not used to this. Now, let's talk about the courtroom, because this is where episode 7 truly delivers. Karen has been charged with 3 massive crimes: aiding and abetting murder, providing material support for the so-called terrorist Daredevil, and inciting a riot. Fisk wants her charged on all of them. He wants to throw her in prison and keep her there forever. But then, in the most jaw-dropping moment of the episode, Matt Murdock walks into that courtroom as Karen's co-counsel. The man Fisk declared dead. The man the city believes is gone. He is back. In a suit. In public. For everyone to see. Think about what this means. Fisk branded Matt Murdock a hero. Remember? It was part of his propaganda. So now, seeing Matt Murdock stand up to defend Karen in a televised courtroom, that is a gift to the resistance. The entire city is watching. And Fisk cannot do a single thing about it without looking like a hypocrite in front of all of New York. This is brilliant strategy from Matt and Karen. They are not just fighting the case. They are using this trial as a weapon. A public platform to expose Fisk to the entire city. Karen knows the risks. Matt knows the risks. But this is their best shot. And they are taking it. Now, Jessica Jones is back in a huge way this episode. She breaks into Mr. Charles' apartment and confronts him directly. She knows he sent men to threaten her. She is not okay with that. Their confrontation is electric, and it reveals something major. Charles mentions that he can connect Jessica to Luke Cage, who is apparently overseas doing the Lord's work. This is a massive MCU tease. Luke Cage is out there, and his story is clearly not over. Now, let's talk about the most emotional storyline of episode 7. Daniel Blake, played brilliantly by Michael Gandolfini, son of the legendary James Gandolfini. Daniel has been one of the most fascinating characters this entire season. He is Fisk's deputy mayor of communications, and he has been slowly, painfully devoured by his own conscience as he watched Kingpin destroy New York City from the inside. In episode 7, Daniel pays the ultimate price. Buck, Fisk's loyal enforcer, confronts Daniel and demands to know where BB is. Daniel refuses to give her up. He keeps his word. He protects her, even knowing what it will cost him. Buck pulls out his gun. He hesitates. You can see he does not want to do this, but he is loyal to Fisk above everything else, and he pulls the trigger. Daniel Blake is dead. This is devastating, because Daniel was the one character in Fisk's orbit who chose decency over survival. He had everything to gain by betraying BB. He chose not to, and it cost him his life, just like Foggy Nelson before him, just like Vanessa Fisk. Wilson Fisk destroys everyone around him, whether he means to or not. Now, The moment fans have been screaming about all season. Daredevil frees Bullseye. He removes the handcuffs, and he says something that captures everything about Matt Murdock's character perfectly. He tells Bullseye, "Part of me wants to kill you. Part of me wants to forgive you. If you want to do one good thing, here is your chance." Bullseye cannot make any promises, but he listens. And then Bullseye delivers. Governor Marge McCaffrey, one of the last government officials who has not bent the knee to Fisk, is attacked in her office by one of Fisk's men. He grabs her by the throat, and before he can finish, 2 knives hit his arms and a 3rd knife goes directly into his skull. Bullseye steps out of the shadows, gives the governor a salute, and disappears. One good deed. Done. This is huge for the finale. Governor McCaffrey is now in a position to revoke her support for Fisk and potentially strip him of his mayoral power entirely. The legal walls are closing in on Kingpin from every direction. The courtroom, the governor, the resistance. Everything is converging at once. Now let's talk about the hidden details and Easter eggs in Episode 7. Easter Egg 1, Avengers Tower, appears in the New York City skyline shot at the beginning of the episode. After the events of Thunderbolts, it is unclear who owns the tower now. But its presence is a reminder that the events of this show exist in the same world as the Avengers. Easter Egg 2, Agent Nadeem's Shoutout. For longtime fans, Nadeem was killed by Bullseye back in Season 3 of the original Daredevil series. His mention here is a beautiful callback to the history of this character and this world. Easter Egg 3, Detective Brett Mahoney returns for the first time in the Born Again revival. He helps Karen get a few minutes outside her cell to talk to Matt. For fans of the Netflix era, seeing Brett Mahoney again is deeply satisfying. Easter Egg 4, the dead rose on Vanessa's side of the bed. Many fans believe Vanessa represented the Rose from Marvel Comics. Her death may be closing that particular chapter permanently. Easter Egg 5, the Luke Cage mention from Mr. Charles. This is the clearest signal yet that the street-level Marvel heroes, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, are heading toward a Defenders-style reunion. Now, what does this all mean for the season finale? Episode 8 is titled The Southern Cross. Karen is going to face Fisk in a very public trial. Matt Murdock is back in the spotlight. Jessica Jones is joining the resistance. Bullseye is a wild card. Daniel Blake is dead, and that death is going to have massive consequences. And Fisk, unhinged, grieving, and furious, is more dangerous than ever. The war for the soul of New York City is reaching its final battle. Daredevil Born Again. Season 2, Episode 8, The Southern Cross, drops on May 5th, 2026 on Disney+. That is next Tuesday. And based on everything this season has built, this finale is going to be absolutely legendary. Drop a comment right now. What was your biggest reaction moment from Episode 7? Are you Team Daredevil, or do you think Fisk is going to find a way to survive? I want your predictions for the finale. Smash that like button, subscribe to Streamstruck, and hit the notification bell. My Episode 8 finale breakdown will be up the moment it drops. I will see you in the next one. Stay sharp. Peace.